Habla para inglés, el nombre es una
Oh, they're hanging the lights.
That's what I said.
And got herself another.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other thing.
And she's definitely going there.
I knew they were down at Yeah, well, yeah. Aquí, yo quiero ir aquí.
¿Dónde es aquí?
Aquí. Esta zona.
Vale, ¿y dónde estamos nosotros? You are here. Vale, tenemos que...
Por aquí.
Is about 250 feet. And on a typical day, this bridge will transit about 115,000 people. Let me direct your attention ahead for just a moment. Looking up at these hills to our left, is there anything peculiar about the situation here? There's nothing there, or very little. Isn't that strange? You just left one of the biggest cities in the West across the most famous bridge in the West, and right on the other side is nothing, or not much. And that's just a fluke of history. All of this land here was under the control of the government or the military up until the late 1960s, and then it was given over to the private sector for development. But the whole plan failed because of a bunch of legal and financial blunders, and the land was eventually transferred to the National Park Service, never to be developed. And we call this the Marin Headlands, and in there's a huge park with world-class hiking and a lot of different military sites that people like to check out and hike around, including heavy artillery batteries from World War II and Nike missile sites from the Cold War era. And with that, we're going to take you into what I think is what makes for a great place to experience the Golden Gate Bridge. We came over it, we're going to go, you came under it earlier, we're going over it now, you'll go over it again, we're going to make sure you get a lot of Golden Gate Bridge. That's what we do here. But we've picked what I think is an excellent jumping off point to experience the bridge coming up on the right.
To sight the bay would have been in what is known as the Portola expedition. It was a land expedition from Mexico up California. They were looking for Monterey, about 3 hours south of us here, Big Bay. They're looking for Monterey Bay. And they got to Monterey Bay, that had already been explored and settled a little bit by Spanish explorers. And they said, that can't be the bay that they're describing. That's way smaller and way less grand than the reports had said it was. So they continued north, looking to meet up with a ship that was coming up the coast that was supposed to meet with them. And well, they missed Monterey. They saw it, they didn't think it was it, they kept walking up, they were struggling, they were trading with natives peoples along the route for food, trying to figure out how to survive. And then they're camped on the coast, a little ways south of here, down in what is now San Mateo County, and they sent some scouts up to look ahead, see if they could find anything, see if they could see the ships that they were trying to meet. Those scouts came up over what's now known as Sweeney Ridge along the peninsula on November 2nd, today, of 86? I should know that year. 1780s? No. Oh my gosh, it's totally run from my brain, and that's embarrassing because I'm standing in front of you with a microphone. But mid-1700s, November 2nd, they come up over the ridge, they sight the bay, and those are thought to be the first European-descended peoples to see San Francisco Bay. That led to the Spanish coming in, mapping, naming Alcatraz, Isla de los Alcatraces, for Island of the Seabirds, or the pelicans living here. And then the history that comes later, United States getting this territory, gold rush, and the start of the military base, the military fort defending Alcatraz here and the bay. So I wanted to share that all with you for an interesting fun fact on this date. I'm going to have to go jog my memory for the year. If anyone wants to follow up on that, let me know. I'm so sorry, it slipped my mind right now.
Вот так, наверное, видишь, мы на той лодке вот так вот проплыли, вот так, и так вернулись. Да, 30, по-моему, так, 20 минут туда, 20 минут обратно. Так.
డిఫరెంట్ మీ అబ్జర్వేషన్ స్కిల్స్ వాళ్ళకి అసలు ఉండవు.
అడుగు ఎవరైనా అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తారు ఫోటో అంటే రోజు అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తావా ఫోటోని చూసి అబ్జర్వ్ చేస్తావా
It's like an expedition center type thing. Wow, this is actually goes pretty far. Yeah, I can't really see anything though. So many trees. Yeah, I'm glad though, because I didn't want to burn today. Gorillas are down there. Holy crap, that bridge is huge. My goodness.
Straight out of that. can you put me up? I can't.
Trying to get them to back by the mark here at the don't worry if you didn't get a chance to see the color very, very clearly. You have several more bears to use that are hopefully going to see later on in the tour. As you continue up the hill, you can keep looking on the left side of the mark and getting clearer as you go down a little further ahead.
All the kids are disabled, so they're gonna start moving the place. NAB, he's only Jamie probably walked off that street and she's pretty excited about it. It's been 2 years since we developed it. Santa Claus Soul, James. Stone philosophy. I mean, he's a man that could have been a third, but, because my son's.
They can if they want to.
Right here, right here, right here, right here. Stay with me, right here.
Red-tailed monkey. See the otters floating around? Yeah. Sorry, I'm having problems. I got a small one. That's my dog. Bouncing all over. Yeah. Very cool. Where's the new one? Yeah, it's here. He's looking.
Sing hello. That's funny.
I think that's the mother over there. Green guy. Right there.
ย็นนะ No, I agree. Also, they blend in kind of like with the.
It started there and ran. No, that's good.
No, that's why they've done this deep water under.
I love it. Big guy. Ready?
Alright, let's get our coffee and a roll with y'all. My name's Crystal Linda. I'm going to be your bus tour driver and guide for the next 35 to 40 minutes as we go around the zoo. See those animals like those lions, tigers, and bears. Oh my! And I want to thank you all for being here today. Just by you being here purchasing your ticket, you're actually helping out the San Diego Zoo Wildlife Alliance, where we put our innovative, collaborative, and conservation efforts into play to create a world where all life thrives. So thank you for being here helping out that wildlife. As we roll on forward the path of the front plaza here, if you look to your right hand side, you're going to spot those beautiful pink flamingos. And you're going to see a trail on the left-hand side of them. That is Monkey Trail. You can head down Monkey Trail later on today, see some singing orangutans, some mighty gorillas, or a couple other monkeys monkeying around. Or if you look on over to your left-hand side, past that exit sign, that is where Wildlife Base Camp is, Komodo Kingdom, and the Reptile House. A couple of fan favorites over that way is our axolotl, our red pandas. But my favorite animal that lives over there is Grandma. She's our 139-year-old giant Galapagos tortoise. So if you head on over there, make sure to say hi to Grandma for me. But as we're rolling down this hill today, help keep me and you safe. Please keep all hands, feet, heads, body parts inside the vehicle at all times, including those personal belongings. You are allowed to stand on the tour bus today, but please refrain from standing on any of those seats. In addition, try and only stand when we're next to that habitat while we're stopped, not while the vehicle is in motion. And then lastly, you're going to see a lot of beautiful foliage around us. We are actually one of the world's largest botanical gardens, and we may get close to some of these plants. If we do, I ask that you please refrain from picking at any of those leaves. Not only may some of them have some sharp spikes on them, but a lot of these plants here are actually endangered. So we want to make sure that these plants are here for many years to come. Well, we're going to turn on over here to the right-hand side, and I'm going to see if we can spot a striped cat this morning. I do see him. He's on the top right-hand side. Now, my friends, near the back of the bus, I'll move up in just a moment so you can get a better view of him. But top right, he's laying on that rock over there. You're going to see his tail kind of hanging down. You're going to see his beautiful orange fur with those black stripes. Of course, a first form of his camouflage. But you're actually also spotting a bit of his second form of camouflage, that nice white underbelly. So that white underbelly protects him because if he's climbing high up in the trees or laying down taking a cat nap like he is now, a lot fun to see him when that white fur is being reflected by the sun. Now I'm going to move up forward just a little bit. So my friend's kind of in the middle of the bus, and I'll move up against my friend's back. I see my friends here down below are getting a couple more pictures. And as we do, we'll tell you about some of the work we do with our tigers across the world. I mentioned we work with partners around the world. For our tigers, we work with Kambawais National Park in Indonesia, Sumatra. And what they do there is track tigers on the prowl. So they'll take pictures and videos of tigers, bring over back that information to us, so that we make sure our tigers are imitating the same habits as they would out in nature. But here we go, as promised. We're going to move up quite a bit for my friends in the back of the bus here. Here we go. So top right-hand side view. And about those lions. So you're going to see Miss Ellen here on the right, and you're going to see her brother Ernest right here on the left-hand side of her, kind of underneath that tree. Ernest and Miss Ellen, as I mentioned, brother and sister, initially raised at our second location at Safari Park, then brought down here to our zoo. They both are treated here very well. They weigh approximately 400 pounds each, get about a full day T-bone steak once a week, and a whole lamb carcass once a month. And it's not unusual to see these cats snoozing. That is because lions can actually sleep over 20 hours a day. So if you guys know the song, The Lion Sleeps Tonight, right top, feel free to move to the right-hand side. You're going to look down below. She's on the ground, where the grass is right where that large log is going up to that rock on the right-hand side. So right past on the very left-hand side of that log. That is Mandiri, our jaguar. So jaguars, out of the spotted cats, have larger spots with little spots in between. So that is how you can, one of the ways you can tell she is a jaguar. And just like the tiger we saw earlier, she also has that nice white underbelly, that second form of camouflage, because specifically jaguars are excellent climbers. It really helps them being protected from other predators. And at one of our elephants here, we have 4 of them. So we have our female here, 1 female, and then 4 males. And they're all African elephants. So how you can tell the difference is they have larger ears and longer tusks. That they store water in their humps. It's actually fat that they store. But I will say camels do drink a lot of water each day, approximately 60 gallons. So they do drink a lot of water. And that is a reminder for you friends to stay hydrated today as well. Make of our meerkat. Oh, and he's moving down to the bottom though. So I'm going to pause here for a moment, see if any of them will come back up for us. But I'm going to keep slowly moving forward. So he's one of the cubs. I'm still trying to make sure to get his name right, and it looks like he's got a nice branch as well. So just like your toddler at home, he looks like he's running around trying to figure out all the new fun things that he has in his habitat. So get one last good picture or video, friends. I know we can stay here and look at him all day, but I want to make sure we see those other animals along our tour today. So we're going to keep on slowly exploring. Looks like they've taken a nice nap, maybe after some food they got. So Scout and Montana are North American grizzly bears. They were actually rescued. They're learning some bad habits from their mother, getting a little bit too close to humans, rummaging through garbage. So we brought them on over here where they have plenty to eat, plenty to roam, but of course safe away from humans. And it's very typical to see them like this. They do sleep a lot during the day. I kind of like to compare them to Yogi the bear. Oh, kind of like, and back to sleep. Yeah. So very typical bear behavior. And I asked a lot during this time, do these bears hibernate? They typically do out in nature. And they do. They actually do feel the slight weather changes here in San Diego. So right now we're actually giving them a lot more food in order for that winter season to bulk up. So you're going to see them sleeping a lot more actually if you're coming here to our zoo. And how can you tell this is a grizzly bear rather than any other brown bear? Because not all brown bears are grizzly bears, but all grizzly bears are brown bears. If you look at the one on the left, that's Montana. And as you can see, it kind of looks like he has a lump on his back. That's an extra piece of fat that is unique to grizzly bear. So that is how you know he's a grizzly bear rather than any other brown bear. And you're also going to spot his beautiful acrylic nails. No, I'm kidding. Of course, talking about his claws, right? Those beautiful claws that he has, great for digging, great for hunting, great for fishing even. So a lot of times here at our zoo, as I mentioned before, we don't want to necessarily just hand the bears their food. We want to kind of make them earn it, create those enrichment activities. So here at our zoo, you're going to see some piles of dirt around. It looks like they're laying on top of those piles of dirt. They'll bury their food in order to get them digging around and moving just as they might would out in nature. Look at your 1 month good picture or video, friends. We're going to let them continue to snooze. We're going to see your plants at night. All of that really does help out animals across the world. Now we're at the very center of the zoo here, so if you find yourself in front of Kwame Cafe, you're at the middle of the zoo. If you look to your left, there's that bridge I was talking about earlier, Butchart Bridge, that takes you from the front of the zoo to the back of the zoo in about 10 minutes via walking. There is also an elevator over there, friends, so take you to that elevator. Using around today helps you get from here at the bottom to the top of the zoo. And then if you made a left-hand turn, instead of the right-hand turn that we just made, another way to go see those panda bears. Make sure you see the pandas before 4:30. Bars close at 4:30. We are the only zoo with pandas at the moment, so make sure you go see them. Now, if you look to your left-hand side, you